Hello, hello.
Hey, Zachary.
Dude,
how are you?
Dude, what the fuck is going on, man? Fucking holy shit. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right. Friday night.
Hell yeah.
Friday night in the Bay Area. I'm getting ready to have myself a beer.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's all good.
Hell yeah, man. God of Thunder. Dude, that's what I'm talking about, man. Fucking holy shit. You guys fucking nailed it, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man, your originals are fucking badass, but these cover tunes that you've been pumping out are fucking insane, dude. Fucking, you just did "Come to the Sabbath" not long ago for Merciful Fate, and then now you're doing "Kiss." Man, I fucking love it, dude.
Thank you. They're a lot of fun to do.
Hell yeah, man. What? So what brought this about, man? What made you guys decide to drop a couple of covers like this, man?
Well, like I said, we originally recorded these, and we recorded the Rats and Ravens album. And Come to the Sabbath was actually supposed to be in the middle of the story somewhere. Like there was a place for it. I'd been writing around it. I thought it would be a good place for it, but we kind of ran out of time in the studio, and so we never finished the tracking for Come to the Sabbath, which mainly was the vocals for me. I just things got crazy, and then we just had to kind of get it out. So we never got around to finishing those. So COVID happened, slowed everything down. Still trying to recover from all that shit. And it's been a little while yet. So we're like, well, we have these two songs. I went in and tracked the vocals for Come to the Sabbath. God of Thunder was already finished, but we didn't really see a point in putting that on the album or anything like that, just because it was like, it's kind of an outlier. Like, why is this on here? It doesn't make any sense. So it would have made sense with Come to the Sabbath on there, but not so much with God of Thunder. So we held both of the songs back, and it's been a little bit now, so we figured, well, shit, let's release these things and see what happens. See if people like them or not. And so went in and tracked the vocals for Come to the Sabbath, and I thought it turned out okay. So we're like, okay, well, let's put this out. And I was already happy with God of Thunder, but we did a remix on it, and really happy with that too.
Hell yeah, man. Shit fucking sounds fucking bad fucking ass, dude. And yeah, man, as far as covering Merciful Fate, man, like, holy fuck, dude. Like, what a fucking chore that is, man. Like, but you did it, man. You did King Diamond justice for real, man. And that's a hard fucking... Those are some big shoes to fucking fill, dude. But you did it, man. I was really impressed.
Thank you, man. That makes me feel good. I appreciate that. That definitely means a lot, So... yeah, I just, we're, just wanted to give something to our fans to listen to, we didn't quite get around to playing any shows for Rats and Ravens because of COVID. And we had a tour that we were supposed to go on with Atheist in Europe that got canceled 3 times. So we're just like, well, let's just, I think we're just going to start working on a new record now. And then we'll just start playing songs after we release this next record. We might do a few shows here and there, but right now we're gonna start working on a new record.
Fuck yeah, man! Fuck yeah, dude.
So, we didn't want to have too much space without releasing anything. It's like, well, okay, May 2020. It's like, well, it's 2023 now. We need to get this bad boy out there and see what's going on.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, dude. So how's the recording going so far? Have you guys already started recording this next album, or are you just in the?
No, we're just kind of getting in the studio, kind of starting to write some stuff, put some stuff together.
Nice.
So, I have a new story idea that I'm working on, and so we're going to start to piece it all together and see where it goes from there. So.
Are there any kind of peaks that you can give us, like as far as like what the story's going to be about or anything?
No, not yet. A little bit too early for that. I know what it's going to be about, but a little bit too early to give those details away.
Gotcha, man. Gotcha. Well, I was gonna ask you. Like I always like to ask everybody about their influences and stuff, but I guess fucking, definitely Kiss and Merciful Fate, man. What are some of the other bands that you came up listening to, man?
Well, King Diamond and Merciful Fate. I was more of a King Diamond fan, more so than Merciful Fate. But in fact, I used to sing in a King Diamond tribute band called Grandma. And we only played King Diamond songs, and I played guitar and sang in that band, and that was pretty tough. That was pretty tough, but I liked it. I really do love the challenge. I already play guitar and sing. I'm like, well, it's just a different range. I guess if I could sing that range, I should be able to do this. And it was cool. We had a good run for a little while, and then I got really busy doing From Hell, so we kind of dropped Grandma. But I've been talking to the bass player about it, and so I think we're interested in doing it again. And so we're still in the talks about it. I think we have a drummer who's interested in playing for us. So we just need another guitar player and maybe a keyboard player. There's some stuff in King Diamond that requires keys and some of the samples, so it would be really cool to have that. None of the Fate stuff does that, and I think we're actually going to start playing some Fate songs too. There used to be a Merciful Fate tribute band out here, and when Grandma started, we didn't want to step on their toes, but they were long defunct anyway, and they weren't coming back. So we're like, well, shit, let's play some Merciful Fate songs now. So I think that that's going to be happening in the near future too.
Oh fuck yeah, man.
So yeah, definitely King Diamond was one of my huge influences. Kiss is probably one of my early influences. I just watching Gene Simmons up there, spitting blood and, fire and shit all around. I'm like, yeah, I love this stuff. This is great. And it was just heavy rock. And I loved the theatrics of it. I thought all of that was super cool. And so, definitely one of my influences there. Then, all the good thrash stuff, Slayer, Metallica, Exodus, all that stuff. Those were all influences too. And listening to all that stuff, it adds to what you do in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
And
oh yeah.
From the recent stuff, like From Hell, when I started doing From Hell, I had another band a long time ago called Down Factor that was definitely more thrash, and that was more like kind of Machine Head, Fear Factory kind of stuff. Back in the late '90s, early 2000s. When I stopped that band. It was all political and social, and I got tired of being on a soapbox, talking politics, and I just thought, I need to do something. I need to do something that isn't gonna piss me. I know metal is about angry music and shit, but I'm like, I want to play music and enjoy myself. And every time I get up here and I bitch about politics, I'm only bringing myself down. I'm not going to change anything by bitching about politics. I'm just bitching about politics. So I decided that I didn't want to do that anymore. I wanted to do something that was very different. And King Diamond, like I said, has always been one of my huge influences, and the stories that he tells, that, and there was another great album by Queensryche called, Operation Mindcrime. That was a big influence too.
Hell yeah.
And so, I'm like, this is a great rock opera. So I'm like, I want to tell stories like this. I want the whole album to just be about one fucking thing. It's one story. Each song's going to be a chapter in the story. It might not make sense to anybody just listening to a song randomly, but who cares? If you like the music or you don't, but, there's only, especially in metal, like, how many times can I sing about death? How many times can I sing about the purge? How many times can I sing about, fucking whatever? So I just thought, if I just tell one long story, then every song is going to be about this one story, and it's just going to be a heavy metal or death metal opera. And so that's how From Hell came about. And so now I'm working on the third album.
Fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah. The name From Hell, how did you guys come up with that, man? There's a story behind that?
Well, from learning to tell the stories, There's a comic book out there called From Hell about Jack the Ripper, and subsequently it was turned into a movie. And I liked the whole story of it, and I thought, I'm just going to call this band From Hell. There's, a lot of bands out there name themselves after movies or comic books, and so I thought, well, I'm going to use this, and that's pretty much how that came about. I wanted something that, like it's funny, when I was in Down Factor, people would ask me, "Oh, you're in a band? What's your band called?" We're called Down Factor. What kind of music is that? And then I had to go through and explain it. Now when people ask me, "Oh, you're in a band?" Like, yeah. What's your band called? From Hell. Oh, it must be metal. Yeah. I don't have to explain it anymore. It's a lot easier.
Yeah. It's pretty fucking straight to the point, man. Fucking.
It's straight to the point. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna beat around the bush.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. So speaking of live fucking dates, man, you guys got any plans of fucking getting back out there and touring?
Yes, we need to. We are actually in a position of looking for a new drummer now. Unfortunately, our drummer has parted ways with us for, personal reasons, things going on. So we're now looking for a new drummer. But in the meantime, we're going to start writing a new album. We got, a couple. We have some couple people we're going to try out here real soon and see what happens with that. But the door is still open. We haven't decided on anyone yet. So as soon as we find that, I think, we'll, probably play a few shows. I have some friends out here who may just play some shows with us, just temporarily, just for us to get out and play. But so we were actually supposed to play on Halloween, but then this whole thing happened. Like, I guess we're not playing that show. So, but, shit happens, and I guess it happens for a reason, so perhaps we weren't quite ready to get out and play shows just yet, but so pretty soon, I think like I said, we're going to focus on the album right now, and I don't know if we have a good show come along, we may jump out there and get out there and play that show. I was kind of hoping that Carla LeVay would have her show this Christmas. We played a couple of shows for Carla LeVay. I don't know if you know who that is. She is the daughter of Anton LaVey, who started the Church of Satan.
Nice.
and so she has this show that she would do every Christmas called Black Xmas, and she invited us to play her show a couple years in a row. And actually, that's how I actually got to meet. I met her through King Diamond, if you will.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that last time I had you on the show.
Yeah, that was a really cool event. So, just went to go see King Diamond at the Warfield, and I was like, I really want to meet King Diamond, and I got a bunch of friends, and I'm like, hey man, hook me up, I'm gonna go meet King Diamond, but no one was around, and so it's like, well, let's wait till at the end of the show, and waiting by the merch booth, of course he's not coming out there, so we're like, let's go wait out by the bus, maybe we'll see him out there, and we go out there, and I see Michael Moon walk by, and he's like, hey, man, how's it going? And as he walks by, I was like, man, that sucked. I don't want to meet King Diamond like that. Fuck it. Let's get out of here. And so me and my girlfriend, we go over to Tommy's Joint, which is a pretty famous place in San Francisco. It's also the same place where Metallica told Robert Trujillo he had the job. So
nice.
We went to eat over there. And we're just hanging out, and we're just about finished, and this guy comes over and puts his hand on my shoulder and goes, how did you enjoy the show? And I look up, and King Diamond is standing at my table. And I'm just like, holy shit. So I met him through that. He was having dinner with Carla LeVay after the show. And, we told him about From Hell, and I told him that he was a character on my first album, just like Anton LaVey or the LaFays were characters in one of his albums. I said, you're a character in my album. And Carla was sitting there. She goes, your band is called From Hell? She goes, do you want to play a show for me on Christmas night called Black Xmas? I said, yes, we do. I wasn't about to say no in front of King Diamond.
Oh, hell no, dude. Hell no, man.
No way. I'm like, yes, we will play that. I wasn't going to do, let me ask the band, see if everybody's going to fucking like, yes, we will play the show. And it was great. Those have been awesome shows for us every time we do it.
Dude.
So
that is some fucking full circle shit right there, man.
yeah, it was cool.
You know?
I actually just came across some footage from that very last show that I had a buddy of mine shoot some video for it. And we never released it because we didn't. I feel like we didn't have good audio. Like, we had microphones out in the audience, and the guy who was doing the audio for the show forgot to push record on the to record the show. So we lost our multi-track audio. It's like, God damn, you know. And then the two microphones that were out in the audience from the video guy, somebody hung their coat on one of them like it was a coat rack.
Oh, man.
So only one of the microphones is you can hear. So it's like, do we have good audio for this? But I think I might be able to salvage something. So I might release some of that footage because it looked kind of cool. So be on the lookout for that.
Did you catch Merciful Fate on this last tour, man?
Yes.
Dude, that was bad amazing. Fucking ass, wasn't it, man? Great. Hell yeah. Dude, we went and saw them in fucking Cincinnati, man, with fucking, what do they have? Midnight and Creator.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. Oh. That shit was fucking insane, dude.
Yeah, I love Creator, too. Creator's one of my other huge influences. I should have mentioned them, but definitely. And actually, I think my vocal style that I use from HELLZ is based on Millie from Creator and Peter from At the Gates. Like, those two guys, like, that's where I come up with that register.
You know, I was gonna say, man, I was listening to the new Cirith Ungol record earlier, and that guy reminds me of you too, dude. Like,
oh yeah,
yeah, fucking, they're badass too, man. I like those guys, man.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, fuck yeah,
check them out.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, man. So man, if you ever fucking decide that you guys want to come down here and play in Tennessee, man, you got to hit me up, dude.
I'm sure we do. I'm sure we do want to come out there and play.
You know, I mean, we got a little fest going on down here. I don't know if you saw it, man. Nudge, nudge.
yeah. I saw it. It looks amazing. I thought, man, that would be fun to play.
Dude.
Yeah, I think we would definitely like to come out and play a show with, out for Devastation. Hell yeah.
Man, I think these people around here would fucking go nuts, dude. I'm serious, man.
Cool. Yeah, I would, and what we do is a little bit different. I try to be theatrical as we can, although sometimes on the road it's hard to bring the theatrics, until there's a lot of, enough money to pay for all that, but, we definitely carry the show just as we are, we do it in Europe, and it's a good time. I would love to come to Tennessee. That would be great.
Fuck yeah, man. Hell yeah. Well, like I said,
let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about your next show, and let's make something happen.
Absolutely,
we're definitely open.
Yeah, I'll have my people contact your people, dude. We'll fucking do it, man.
Let's do it.
So looking back on your career, dude, tell us, like, what's some of the biggest fucking highlights that you've ever had, besides, actually, I mean, I guess meeting King Diamond, that's pretty fucking huge, but like playing overseas and stuff like that, man. What are some of the fucking best memories?
We did a tour in Europe back in 2016 with Possessed and Belphegor, and that was insane. That was amazing, and we had a great time. The fans, really liked what we were doing. They loved the theatrics in Europe, so they, every show, because it was Belphegor and Possessed, every show was just packed. Mm-hmm. And so, we just had an amazing night every night for, 3 weeks. And we went all over Europe, and, we just had a great time. And we've been meaning to go back, and right as we're getting ready to go back, of course, the, world kicked us in the butt, and, no one's gone anywhere for 3 years. Like, oh, God. We also did a tour in Russia that was pretty fucking awesome. And Russia's an amazing place, and I can say that I loved it. We would love to go back, but I don't think that's ever going to happen again. I can't foresee that happening within the next 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
So
these motherfuckers, man,
shit's just crazy right now, and fucking, there are no Americans. I don't want to end up as a fucking Brittany Griner and fucking end up in Russian gulag.
Right.
You know, because we're called from hell. Oh, man. And you know what? When we were there, we met some fucking crazy people. You know, the fans in Russia were insane, too. We played a great show in a place called Tula. It was a huge festival. We played a huge festival in Moscow and St. Petersburg. And the fans were just off the hook everywhere we went. But, you know, there were also some crazy people out there, too. You know, one of the shows we ran into a bunch of Nazis. And that was some fucked up shit. There were about fucking 200 of them out there. We're just like, yeah, this is not really cool here. So that was quite an interesting experience, let me tell you. You know, I think we got out of that one by the skin of our teeth. But, you know, that one really came close to being a really hairy situation. You know, we're in the middle of another country. You know, who the fuck is going to come find us if some shit goes down, you know? So... yeah, other places, you know, Russia's just kind of a poor country, you know, but it was really neat. It was, you know, you walk, you know, we drove all over Eastern Russia because Eastern Russia is still part of Europe. Western, it's Western Russia is part of Eastern Europe. That's in that weird middle space there.
Yeah.
But you know, we drove all up and down the country there, and we saw some really amazing and incredible things. And yeah, like I said, the people were really awesome. The girls were fucking super beautiful. I mean, some of the most beautiful girls on the planet out there. Holy shit!
And you know, it makes me sad when I think about all that stuff. You know, because like all these fucking governments and shit, they're all fucking at war with each other, and they're all fucking shit up. But like. Us, man, we're just all a bunch of metalheads, man. There's a fucking metalhead community worldwide of people that we just want to fucking enjoy the music and have a good time, and it's everywhere, you know, and like they won't fuck off and just let us fucking do our thing, you know, and it's causing so many issues, man, for bands trying to travel from here from here and there, you know what I mean? Like it's just it's fucked up, man.
Yeah. I mean, I try to keep in contact with some of my friends from Russia, but, you know, you have to be really careful with what you say. You can't just be like, hey, man, how's it going over there? You know, I hear Putin's doing a war over there. You can't say that shit because he'll get fucking knocked for it. It is definitely not freedom of speech over there. You can't say shit about the government, man. They will fucking come and get your ass. It's kind of scary, you know.
And there's so many bands over there too. Like, I mean, I get hit up all the time by bands over there that want to hire me for PR and stuff. And at first, you know, they're always kind of like a little bit on edge, you know, because they're not sure if it's going to be okay, you know, like. And I'm like, no, I don't give a fucking flying fuck about any of that bullshit.
Right.
You know, we are on the same team, man. Like, you know, we're just, you know, this is us and. What they do is fucking their own thing, man. It has nothing to do with us, man. We're just trying, you know, we just want to bang our heads and have a good time, man.
Yep. So,
motherfuckers.
Yeah, but I would say that those two tours are definitely just off the hook, you know, from top to bottom. You know, there were just some, like, you know, I mean, I remember when we were in Russia. That night that we ran into all the Russians, there was one guy who spoke English out there, you know, besides the promoter and the people we were with. But he just wanted to, you know, like he would not leave me alone. He wanted to practice his English, and he wasn't like super heavy set. He had a big beer gut on him. This guy had a big old scar right down the middle of his fucking gut. He was a Chechen fighter. And, man, these people would just say some of the most fucked up shit you ever heard in your life. It's like, oh, my God, like, what? He's like, come over and drink with me. I'm like, fuck no. I'm not going anywhere with you. I'm like, I'm not leaving the venue. You know? And yeah, dude, just, I mean, but, and the whole stereotype of Russians drinking vodka, that is absolutely fucking yes. they drink vodka all goddamn day.
Hell yeah.
From fucking 10 o'clock in the morning till they fucking pass out.
Nostravia.
Tons and tons and tons of vodka. They have this store that's kind of like a Costco or what's the other one? Sam's wholesale or whatever. And they just had a whole aisle that was all vodka. All the shelves. It was about, I don't know, 60 feet, 70 feet long. Vodka on every fucking shelf. I'm like, how many different ways can you make vodka? But, so yes, they definitely love their vodka.
Do they say Nostravia like we see on TV all the time?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But they definitely love to drink. So
that's one of those universal fucking things, man. As long as you can fucking cheers somebody in a different country, you're probably gonna be all right. I think. You know?
You just gotta. Yep.
South America's wild too, man. Fucking. Man, the whole world, dude. Everywhere you go, like the whole fucking world, man. There's always gonna be a group of fucking maniacs that are just ready to fucking throw down, Yeah,
I think even in America,
Oh hell yeah!
I think it's just.
I gotta say,
we got our fucking craziness over here.
I gotta tell you, dude. Jackson, Tennessee, right here where I'm at, man. These motherfuckers go fucking nuts, dude. I could not believe it, man. On Saturday we had the fest here, man. Fucking 1,400 fucking people showed up, man, to watch a bunch of bands that fucking are all underground, man. No mainstream bands at all, man. No fucking bands that you hear on mainstream radio, nothing. It was all fucking underground, man, and they fucking went crazy, man. They knew the words, they were singing along and shit. I was fucking tripping the fuck out, man. I was like,
wow, that's
holy
cool.
Fuck, dude.
That's cool.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, man. I mean, we promoted it for a whole goddamn year or so, like they should fucking know the shit by now, but, still, you never know, when the day comes and it's fucking, it's fucking go time, you're like, oh, I don't know, I hope it fucking works out, but yeah, it fucking did, man. I was blown away, man. I'm very, very happy about, the local scene here, man. It's really cool to be a part of it, and
that's cool
to see it doing like it is, man. And it kind of reminded me of the way that European fucking crowds are too, because we had different bands from different genres all the way across the board, and everybody was accepted for what they were, and there was no weirdness or anything about anything. It was like everything was cool. Good. It was all accepted, and that's the way it should be, like, fuck yeah, man.
Awesome. That's way cool. Yeah, that's way cool. I love it when shows are like that. I've always found that to be about metalheads, because part of the reason I think a lot of us become metalheads is we feel like we're on the outside of the mainstream, when you're a kid and you're in school, you got all the kids who are in the football crowd or whatever fucking cheerleading groups and shit like that, and none of us had anything to do with that. We were just like, fuck all you people, this is not who we are, who we want to hang out with. And so just being the outsiders, the outcasts, we gravitated toward one another, and somehow we all loved heavy metal, and that's we're and it's kind of, it's just a way of life. I've had people say, like, you listen to heavy metal? I'm like, yeah, I do. I've been listening to it my entire life. Am I going to change? No. Do I want to listen to other styles of music like R&B and all this jazz, blah blah blah? Like, I can appreciate all that stuff. I definitely can hear all the talent and whatever that is there. It's just not my cup of tea, and it's not what I want to listen to.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, dude.
I love the metal. I love the guitars. I love the drums, and I love the aggression of the music, and it's, because I guess I'm a relatively mellow person live, or excuse me, in person, but like I get my aggressions and my anger out, whatever, in metal. I always have.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, I was thinking about it, like, even at the festival, man, we had one band that was like, I guess they call themselves a deathcore band. And they were, when I went and talked to them before they hit the stage, the guitar player, he was a little bit worried. He was like, man, Zach, he's like, I don't know, man. Some of these metal fucking crowds, man, they don't always like deathcore, man, so I don't know how it's going to be. And I was like, dude, I grabbed him by the shoulders. I said, dude, it's going to be all right, man. These motherfuckers out here do not fucking give a fuck what you call yourself. All you got to do is go out there and be yourself, give it your best, and they will go nuts. And they did, man. When they went out there, they hit that first that first fucking low note. The whole fucking place just went insane. I was like, yeah, dude, you got
cool. What are they called?
Fucking Autumn Lies Buried, man, from fucking Knoxville, Tennessee, man. Fucking badass,
very cool.
Man. Yeah.
Very cool. Awesome. Glad they had a good reception.
Yeah, man. Fucking, we had those guys. We had black metal bands. We had doom metal bands. We had fucking gothic fucking metal bands with like the theatrics and everything. All of it, dude. Fucking, it
cool.
was all accepted, and it was all really cool, man. It was really a cool thing to see, man.
That's badass.
Hell yeah. You guys definitely need to come down here to Tennessee, man. I think it would be cool.
All right. Well, you know what? I think we need to arrange a tour and go out that way, and we'll definitely come through. Would definitely love to do that.
Fuck yeah, man. Well, I'm about out of questions for you, brother. Is there anything else you want to let the people know?
Let's see. Not at the moment, Just check out Rats and Ravens and let us know what you think, and listen to our version of God of Thunder. It's a little different than how Gene Simmons does it, but we're metal.
It's badass, dude.
Right on, man.
Hell yeah.
Zach, thank you so much for the interview and the phone call. And
man, thank you, dude.
It's been very cool.
Thank you for taking the time to talk to us, man. Before I let you go, can I get you to make us another station tag?
Sure, absolutely.
All right, whenever you're ready, say something like "This is from hell," and you're listening to Metal Devastation Radio.
This is Alistair Sin of the band From Hell, and you are listening to Metal Devastation Radio.
Fuck yeah, man. Like a pro, dude. Like a pro, man. Hell yeah. I'm gonna fucking blast Come to the Sabbath next, man. Hell yeah.
Right on, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate everything you do for us.
Thank you, brother. We'll talk to you soon,
right, man. Have a good night. Stay metal.
All right, later. There you have it, folks. From Hell, live on the Zach Moonshine Show with Metal Devastation motherfucking radio. Like I said earlier, put your speakers in your fucking windows, put them in your front lawns, put them in your neighbor's driveway. Do whatever the fuck you gotta do to make everybody around you say, what the fuck is wrong with this fucking maniac? Why won't he leave me alone? Crank it the fuck up. This is them doing a cover of Merciful Fate's Come to the Sabbath, and it's so fucking badass, dude. Crank it up.